Why I went more minimal. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek Fitness. And when I say minimal, I mean minimalish, but I am using a lot less equipment than I used to use. Now, if you have been a longtime viewer of this channel, you'll know that I used to talk about how I love to do all types of different equipment, use all types of different exercises, all of that stuff, and I really enjoyed doing that. But 6 years into this, and the longer I go on, the more I realize that I need fewer exercises, and I need a lot less equipment. Even though I really do enjoy a whole bunch of different types of equipment to use, different ways to train. Even when I started in the gym, I like to bounce around different exercises just to mix things up, keep it entertaining, keep myself motivated, things like that. Then when I switched to training at home, I never bought a whole lot of expensive equipment, but I found things that I liked to do, and I wanted to try different pieces of equipment and train with it, see if I enjoyed using them. And I still enjoyed that for a while, but as the years have gone on, I've pared down to the very few exercises, which you could find my favorite exercises videos on this channel. I got a whole playlist for them, but I'm just kind of to the point now, and probably due to my advanced years, I'm 48 now, going to be 50 soon, and so I've decided, I've got enough experience in the gym, out of the gym, with various pieces of home equipment, and I keep coming back to basic exercises, and I keep coming back to certain pieces of equipment. So, really, and I've said this in a prior video, if all I had was my backyard pull-up bar and dip bars, or like the bull bar and a set of bands, maybe a set of gym rings or a suspension, that would be enough. Probably like, and by suspension I probably mean like the T2 ISO trainer. That would be enough for me. And the reason for this is because, all you need is to pick a certain set of high quality exercises that you enjoy doing, 3, maybe 4 for each muscle group, and a way to progress it. And for me, doing primarily calisthenics types exercises, I love my pull-ups, my dips, my rows, my push-ups. Basically a way to do those, and then for legs, squats, swings, stuff like that, and a way to progress them. That's basically all you need. So, some kind of weight vest or dip belt or things like that, to progress your body weight movements for the upper body. And then in order to cut down on high volume, you need something to put a lot of weight on your legs. I have found that I can get a great leg workout either using resistance bands or using like a weight vest and a kettlebell or a sandbag or something like that. So that's pretty much where I'm at in my training. Is just sticking with the same set of exercises for the most part. Maybe rotating one in and out every 6 weeks or so. But basically it's my T2 ISO trainer, my parallel bars and pull-up bar. I've got a couple of kettlebells that I'll be reviewing for this channel, and I've got my 2XSR sandbags, and then I've got the rock weights that I've been using with both the kettlebell and the dumbbells for some accessory work, just switch things up. Things I can just leave in my yard. They're pretty indestructible, which quite impressive. So, whether I'm on the road or in the office or at home where I try to do most of my training, just a few pieces of gear that I have, and that's going to last me for the rest of my life. A couple other things. I'm not into the smart gym stuff, so I'm probably never going to review that on this channel. But there's a couple of things that I'm checking out to see if they have a role in my training. Plus, I still have to produce content, review products, so I'll always be getting stuff in and out. But for the most part, I think I'm pretty much set with what I'll be using. My programs are probably set for what I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. Because I realize that even no matter what level of training you're at, most people are talking about nowadays that you don't really need a whole bunch of exercise. A lot of it's junk exercises and junk volumes. So why even bother doing it? Just picks some of the most solid go-to exercises there are out there and just focus on those and progress, and you'll get the physique and the strength levels you want for whatever your goals are. So that's pretty much where I'm at now. I do miss just checking things out and bouncing around from equipment to equipment, just like I did at the gym, going from station to station, free weights, machines, whatever, just because I enjoyed mixing it up. But I think with just a few simple tools, you can always find ways to keep yourself entertained and motivated and going. So for me, it's, kettlebells, sandbags, resistance bands, and a way to do pull-ups and dips, and a way to progress that. And then, using those weighted objects and weight vests to increase my load for lower body squats and stuff like that, so that I don't have to do endless body weight reps. Or even with resistance bands, I think you can get good leg workouts with bands, but even there, you have to start stacking bands on top of each other. Just grab something heavy and get to work on that, knock out your squats. And then I like kettlebell swings. Don't really deadlift much, maybe RDLs every now and then if I just want to change things up. But for my hinge, it's usually kettlebell swings. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going to cover me for the rest of my life. And so that's why I've kind of narrowed down, more minimal in the exercise selection and more minimal in the exercise equipment that I use. So yeah, started off, loved doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Now I'm sticking to a few simple items, and none of them are terribly expensive. Probably the Bull Bar 2.0 is the most expensive thing that I have, and totally worth it. Glad I got it. But everything else I use, any piece of equipment's under $200, and you don't need it all at once. So, yeah, that's why I went more minimalist. What are you doing for your training? Are you a minimalist, a maximalist when it comes to exercises or the types of equipment that you like to use, whether at the house or at the gym or wherever? Let me know in the comments, and I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.